Hello, this is Joe Benante, the Valley Library Consortium. In this section, we'll show you how to do an advanced filter. A note about these instructions, they pertain to the Excel 2010 version. With advanced filtering methods, you can specify complex filtering criteria and designate a specific area of your worksheet to manage your criteria selections when filtering table data. The first step is to make sure your auto filtering is turned off on your worksheet, and it is, as evidenced by lack of any down arrows next to the column headers. And I'll just demonstrate that by clicking on filter. You can see those down arrows. So filtering is on here. We click it again, the filtering goes away. So make sure the auto filtering is off. Second step is to insert 4 rows at the top of your worksheet by selecting the first 4. And you can either right-click here and select Insert, or you can go up to the Home tab and go over to Insert here. Doesn't matter, but insert 4 rows. Next, you want to copy the header row information into the first row. Highlight those rows and do a Control-C, or you can go up to Copy, it doesn't matter. Click on the first cell in the first row and do Control-V, or do a paste. So you now have created a criteria range ready to enter filter selections. Let's say you want to do a filtering on VLC fiction. So under the collection description, criteria range, enter VLC fiction. And if you have additional filtering criteria, let's say you only want to show anything that has circ'd more than 1,000 times, let's do greater than 1,000. Now click on any cell in your worksheet or table and then go up to the tab under Data and click on Advanced. First thing you'll want to do is filter the list in place, which is automatically checked, or you can copy the data to another location, that's up to you, but we'll leave filter the list in place on. The list range is automatically highlighted with the entire worksheet. Verify that it is filtering the entire worksheet for you, which it is here. Then we're going to specify the criteria range. Click on the collapse dialog box, and now it's prompting us for a range. Highlight the column and rows of the criteria range that we'll be using, and do not include any blank rows. So that pre-fills in this dialog box. Now you can close that, and now the criteria range appears in your advanced filter dialog box. Click OK. And so based on this advanced filtering selection criteria, it's bringing forward the VLC fiction with a circ of more than 1,000. Let's say you want to filter and show all of nonfiction or fiction. In the criteria range, you can use the asterisk in front of the word fiction, and we'll still keep it at greater than 1,000. Click on any cell in your table, go up to Advanced. Again, your list range is your entire worksheet, which hasn't changed. The criteria range is the same as well because it's still A through column E, row 1 through 2. Click on OK, and now you'll see the asterisk has brought forward not only fiction, but juvenile fiction, juvenile nonfiction, etc. When you have criteria ranges on the same line, it's implying an AND. But if you wanted to do an OR, you would put the criteria search on a second blank line. For example, if you want to say VLC fiction greater than 1,000 or VLC easy, you would type in under the collection description column VLC asterisk easy. Go down to a cell in your table. Go back up to Advanced, click on that. List range is again your entire worksheet, but this time your criteria range has changed. It's no longer A1 through E2, we've expanded it to E3. Click on the dialog box and highlight the area now including row 3. Below is the dialog box, and you can see that now your criteria range includes E3. Click on OK. And now the information that you filtered shows easy with no criteria for number of circ and fiction that's greater than 1,000. When you're ready to view all the records again, go back up and hit clear. When you're doing a search using the asterisk, you can use it for any number of characters. For example, if you were trying to filter on juvenile, you could put in asterisk, JUV, asterisk. Go down to a cell in your table, click on Advanced, and the list range is the entire workbook. Criteria range is these columns and rows, and we'll click OK, and now you can see you have Juve and Juvie. So the asterisk can replace more than one character. Go back up and clear the list. Let's do a search on multi. Click Advanced. Criteria range is OK in this case, and now you have YP Multimedia, Adult Multimedia. Clear that. And there are just a number of ways to do this advanced filtering. Let's say you want to find any code that has a J in it. We know all of our codes begin with VLC, so in this case we'll type in VLC asterisk J asterisk. Now we'll go down to a cell in our table, go up to Advanced. Our criteria range is not changed, so we'll click on OK. And now we can see all of the codes that have J in them. Now if you wanted to add another criteria to that, say greater than 50. And whenever you use comparison operators, the caret to the right is the greater than, the caret to the left is the less than, and of course the equal sign is the equal sign. Again, we'll click on a cell in our table, go up to Advanced, click OK. And now we are showing those that have cert greater than 50. Now let's cut that back down and say greater than 1,000. Click on any cell, go back up to Advanced, click OK. Now that brings back only 2 collections that have cert over 1,000. Clear that. You can use a question mark to replace any single character. For example, V question mark C would find VLC or VIC. It's a good way to try to find spelling errors. If you wanted to find fiction that wasn't spelled with an FI, you could type in VLC F question CTION and go up and do your advanced search. Well, we don't have any misspelled fictions, but if we would, it would show ACTION, etc. Clear your list again. As you can see, there are a number of ways to use an advanced filter, and basically it's just trying to highlight the data that you have on a report and bring to the forefront what you're looking for. And that concludes this section on advanced filtering.